Hey everyone, I'm just sitting at the hospital.
That membership fee pays for itself.
My watch had an atrial fibrillation today, and I've been having that. And doctor says it's still abnormally fast to my heart. So
You can even buy a new AAA battery and have it installed on the spot. All to help get you back on the road again fast.
They were running blood work to see if anything there was causing it. I explained everything, including my heart murmurs. So
SUV or pickup truck.
everyone, as of 1:30, I'm still at the hospital, hooked up to a heart monitor, and
Look how anybody that's trying to come past them
ordered me fluids
more energy than it.
from an abnormally high heart rate.
Fitness radio.
And yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be here. They ordered me labs too to see if there was anything there that might have caused it to be high and abnormal. So
As well at the same time, he used to do it at the last minute. And then as
So just to briefly update everyone, I may be admitted to the hospital for observation. I was supposed to get an appointment to set up for an echocardiogram. They pushed that up and I just got one done today. So we'll just have to see. The guy that did it did say he's seen a few things that he would question. Like a potential hole in my heart, maybe that's the heart murmur that they're hearing and whatnot. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'll keep you posted, and bye. Well, it looks like, guys, I'm in the hospital all night. Yeah. So I have not heard anything about any test results, but they're keeping me all night. So keep you posted if I hear anything, I guess. But yeah. Hey everyone. Happy Easter from the hospital. Yeah, I wanted to jump on here and give a brief update. I'm still in the hospital, and I have not heard anything about my echocardiogram results. I did hear about my labs being abnormal, some of my labs being abnormal. I had a little bit low potassium, I heard that, and some other lab result was abnormal. So they ended up withholding one of my medications that I don't normally take, and I had a bad ataxia episode. I wouldn't say bad, but I had a slight ataxia episode today, and I threw up and stuff, but I'm still pushing through it, and happy Easter! Hey everyone! So, as far as I know, I don't know when I would exactly be released from the hospital. I will say that. It looks like it's going on my second night here. I think the cardiologist had mentioned some more cardio type testing, and I believe a stress test was mentioned. I don't know if they're going to do that before I end up leaving here. Probably, I don't know, but it sounded like it. But they've been really good to me. The only thing is the lack of medical information I've received from them in regards to what is going on, and not being as informative with it. But with that being said, I'm still waiting on my echocardiogram results to go over that, so I don't know when they're planning on doing that. Probably like before I leave sometime, the hospital, I don't know, but you know, it is what it is. So I was at the gym and I was on the stepper, and yeah, that's when I had my heart rate increase and everything, and it stayed increased throughout the time I gotten off and into the hospital. So they were actually able to capture it being a high heart rate by the time I got here. And yeah, it said on my watch at the time that I caught an AFib, but it could have just been a sporadic moment thing. Their EKG didn't indicate that in particular, but it was tachycardia at the time by the time I got here. So it's like random episodes that I tend to get. I was surprised that this time, though, I've had so much trouble with going to the hospital before, because I was actually afraid to come here because I was afraid I'd have got here and would have a normal heart rate by the time I got here, and that it was just gonna be all you're crazy type of thing, because I've gotten that in the past. But luckily and unfortunately at the same time, it stayed increased, so they actually caught what was going on there. So they been having me hooked onto this heart monitor thing. Can't see it under here, but this is the wires. They have me hooked onto that, so, and they've been monitoring me ever since. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna get some more rest, and I just wanted to go through it more and what was transpiring and going on from now. As far as doing the stepper at the gym again, I'm probably just gonna go back to the treadmill or even a stationary bike, because apparently my heart can't handle the stepper, and it's not like I'm stepping on it too fast or anything, going up the steps on it too fast at the gym. But apparently my body just can't handle it, so I'm gonna not do that exercise in particular again, because it seems to trigger something. So with that being said, hope you all have a good Easter, and this is where mine will be, unfortunately, but hey y'all, just to update you, I got into a room upstairs and was officially admitted for another night. So the doctor suspects or possibly found something in my last regular echo and wants to do an echocardiogram with a bubble study this time, and I'm getting the test done tomorrow, so fingers crossed. And that's just my little brief update. Keep you all posted. Hey everyone, good early morning. It's 2:15 in the morning. I've been sleeping on and off. It hasn't been that pleasant because I'm not home. And I wanted to mention, in addition to my echocardiogram I am getting today with the bubble study, I'm also getting an exercise stress test done later this morning. So yeah, I can't really eat anything for that. But I'm also getting that done. I guess they're gonna hook me up and monitor my vitals while I walk on a treadmill or something like that and exercise. So we'll just have to like see what transpires there and the results there. So yeah. And then I'm gonna get an echocardiogram with a bubble study, which is another ultrasound of my heart, but I believe it's with an IV. They inject stuff into me when they do it, so it'll be a little bit different than the regular echocardiogram ultrasound of my heart, because of that, to get a more detailed view of what they thought they saw. So keep y'all posted. Hopefully I can get out of here soon. My nights haven't been real well because, I'm not at home, so I'm like sleeping on and off. That being said, so bye now. So I'm waiting on the doctor to come in. I brought everything, including the tilt table test I had done in 2007 and my old echo. They're probably going to request for my new echoes I had done at the hospital. So I brought everything. I brought everything the hospital gave me. So we'll just have to see. And I'm gonna mention my labs too. So yeah. Yep.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Better?
You were in the hospital.
Yes.
I think they were trying to pull the hospital records, but it sounds like you might have them, so I can take a look.
Well, I don't have everything
Okay.
yet. This is what they give me upon discharge. I do have a little bit here of my cardiac history too.
Okay.
I did bring just in case.
So just kind of recap for me. Can I take a look at it?
Yeah.
What happened, or what made you go to the ER?
Well, it's fairly interesting. I was exercising again.
Okay.
I felt it come on, so I did record it on my watch.
Okay.
Briefly. No, I repeat, briefly.
Okay.
It came up as AFib.
Okay.
So I was a little bit concerned.
Right.
But I did check it again before I went to the hospital, and it was a sinus tachycardia.
Okay.
And by the time I got to the hospital, they did an EKG, and it was a sinus tachycardia.
Do you know how fast your heart rate was?
I think they said around 125 or something.
Okay, that's fast.
Yeah, at rest. And what was different is like usually my episodes are very brief, but it stayed that high for a while.
Okay, and how did you feel? Did you feel dizzy, lightheaded? Did you have pain?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is all like patient info. Did they do the echo on you?
Yes, they did.
Did it show anything?
They did 2 of them.
They did 2, okay.
They did 2 of them. They did one, the regular one, and the one with the bubble study because they thought I might have had a hole in my heart.
Okay.
So they did a follow-up with a bubble study. It turned out I did not have a hole in my heart.
Okay.
I have,
Google this. Oh wait, this is from before.
Yeah.
I thought this was the new one. It's from, okay. So I don't have the new one, it looks like.
No, you don't have the new one.
Okay. So what did they tell you it showed?
I had a mitral valve regurgitation on top of the other 2 regurgitation. It was the tricuspid and the pulmonary regurgitation. They were mild, but it showed it.
Okay. Remember we talked about we heard a murmur last time.
Yeah, it showed a new one this time though.
Okay.
The new one, the mitral valve was new. It wasn't they didn't have that on there before.
Other one. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember what they said your heart ejection fraction was by chance?
Injection fraction?
They said the heart was strong, it looked okay.
I think
Okay. They didn't say anything else.
I had a stress test done. I had an echo done.
Stress test was okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a little bit concerned about that because it triggered my heart rate to go really, really fast.
And it does?
Yeah.
And you were at Trumbull?
Trumbull Regional Medical Center.
Okay. Regional.
And they kept me for observation and to do testing.
Did they start you on any new medications?
No, but they referred me to a cardiologist, and they want to do a Holter monitor. They did write me a script, and I called about it, but they didn't put how long the Holter monitor is, so I have to ask someone else to send it in.
Okay.
That's what they told me.
That's okay. Sometimes they use what's called like a Zio patch.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's just like a sticker type thing that goes on your chest. Sometimes I think it can be on for anywhere from 2 days to like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I would see what they say. And you have an upcoming appointment? Because I had printed this out, but we don't need this now because we got your echo done, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll give that to you. I think Dr. Mahu, but I don't know where his office is though. Did they tell you? Is he?
And Warren.
Warren, okay. This is where the genetics. Did they contact you about that?
I still need to call them to follow up on that.
Okay.
But, yeah. So in 2007, I did have a tilt table test done too.
Okay.
And I did bring the paperwork on that here.
How do you feel today?
I feel fine.
You feel good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No chest pain, no dizziness?
No.
Okay. Have you worked out since?
No, I haven't.
No, okay.
No, I haven't. That was a long time ago though. But it did come back positive. And I was on medication after that, but for some reason I had it discontinued because it was aggravating symptoms.
Okay.
And I was seeing a cardiologist like a few years ago too. I think I might have told you that. That's when they did the before echo. And she caught an atrial tachycardia on a random EKG before.
Okay.
As well.
And you're,
They just did an orthostatic tolerance test. Laying down, sitting up, standing. So, we'll just have to see. Poor man's tilt table test here in the office. So.
hey, your heart rate does go up when you like change positions, which you kind of knew, right?
Yeah.
So, you're eating okay. You're eating 3 meals a day.
Yes.
You're drinking water.
Yes.
Make sure if you get up, like if you're sitting for a long period of time and you stand, if you're gonna stand up, don't just like get up and go.
Right.
Make sure you kind of get up slowly, let everything kind of correct. And the other thing, I mean, you definitely need to see cardiology. The other thing is, which is not great in the summer, would just be consideration of like those TED hose.
Yeah, okay.
If you're gonna be, up and moving and around, that just helps with circulation.
Okay.
But see what the heart doctor has to say. Okay. Make sure you're drinking water.
Okay.
I mean, that Diamox could make you get a little bit dehydrated. So just make sure they kind of review your medicines and know that you're on that.
Okay.
Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I think you're ready to get out of here.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So, in other words, she says I have POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, which is very common in Ehlers-Danlos syndrome people. So, that's what the orthostatic tolerance test came back as. With that being said, no big surprise. I was tested for it a long time ago, in 2007 with the actual tilt table test. And they did a poor man's tilt table test here in the office. And it came back the same thing, basically. So